what's up you guys? You're watching Team APS. Today we've got our hands on the much talked about, long awaited 25th anniversary Rarity Collection 2. So this one is gonna be really exciting. I've got a full box of this to open up. That's 18 packs, 9 cards each. Yeah, let's get into this and we can sort of talk our way through the controversy of Rarity Collection 2, as well as decide for ourselves if it's really as good or as bad as people are saying. So, you can see this side of the box, Rarity Collection 2, in this nice dark kind of coloration. They went with blue this time instead of red. And I have to, first of all, give some props on the really, really small packaging. This reminds me a lot of opening an OCG product, in fact, where like the packaging is just extremely minimal and like doesn't use, like really waste any space, I guess would be the... There are many different things to say about this set, and many different things are being said about this set. It had to follow up the hype and success of Rarity Collection 1, and I think that's going to be a tough thing to do because Rarity Collection 1 had a lot of really good Yu-Gi-Oh! Reprints and stuff, whereas this one, based on what we've seen, maybe doesn't have the same quality of reprints, and it also increases the base price of a pack to $9.99 per pack and you get 9 cards as opposed to $4.99 per pack and getting 5 cards. So already we're not doing great in terms of maybe how attractive it is on the shelf, but we're gonna open it, we're gonna see what we get. You can get a lot of different cards in a lot of different rarities. I'll take it fairly slow here, as I do with these product openings, but of course these are all reprints, so it's all stuff that we've seen before. So I guess the really only exciting thing will be like gauging the quality of the cards and maybe seeing them in some cool new rarities. Okay, so starting out, we've got Apollosa, Bow of the Goddess, in her alternate artwork. So one of the really cool things about this set is that you can get the alternate art versions of this, IP Masquerena, and a few others in a rarity that's not the, I'm sorry, but hideous gold rare that they're printed in Maximum Gold. So this is already a win for me. Whether or not Apollosa will even be legal in this game in like a year from now, who's to say? We saw what happened with Barone and Borreload Savage, but that is a different conversation. Gold Sarcophagus. Fun, sort of a more old school card, good for an old school format. Ultra rare, Foolish Burial, nice. Abomination's Prison, also very nice. Peaceful Planet Colarium, so this is one of the planet cards. They put all the different like Primitive Planet, Reichphobia and all that stuff, all the different planets are in this set. I think they were getting a little expensive. They were secret rares, so they could be a little hard to get if you were building one of those decks. Fusion Deployment, this is one that's cool, although this card was not super hard to get before. It came in structure decks and other stuff, so I've gotten some reprints, but I guess it's not too bad to see here. And also, Traptrix Rafflesia. This is in, I believe, that, what do they call this? Platinum Secret Rare, I believe? Cool, although this is another card that I'm not so sure it needed a reprint. It got reprinted in the Traptrix structure, and that's still on store shelves in some places, so it's cool to be able to get it in a high rarity like this, though. Albert the Jester of Despia, and another Abomination's Prison. Okay, so actually 2 of them in the same pack. Right off the bat, just sort of first impressions on this pack here. I like it, it's neat. Some of these cards do feel like they were maybe a bit of a forced reprint. Like, I don't know if we needed a reprint of Albert or Traptrix Rafflesia, Fusion Deployment. But, you know, as always with these rarity collections, it's cool to see the different rarities. So, yeah. All right, pack number 2. Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. This is a nice one. Trishula. This is a card that I actually think, there are a lot of Edison format cards as you've probably already seen and will continue to see in this opening. A lot of Edison format cards get reprints in here, though not necessarily ones that were in super high demand. I really would say that this could have been Trident Dragion, and then people could have actually gotten access to that card for a Tenpai, if you're a Tenpai player, a lot sooner. Boral End Dragon, nice. If you play Rockets or Dragon Link variants of any kind, this is a really good and scary card. Gold Sarcophagus again. Ultimate Slayer, this is a card that actually missed out on the Megatens last year, so it's pretty nice to see it get a reprint here. It's a decent little side deck card that can get rid of an extra deck monster and your opponent cannot respond to it, at least not with monster effects. So sort of similar to Dark Blue No More. Skill Drain in, I suppose this is the collector's rare that they use in these, no, Ultimate Rare for Rarity Collection. Cool, Skill Drain, nice, one of the few floodgates left in the game. Underworld Goddess the Closed World, I really like this in QCR, Quarter Century Secret Rare. Yeah, nice. It's got the quarter century logo down there if you can kind of see it through the camera. It's always sort of tough to show. Preparation of Rites, nice. And another Alibur, the Jester of Despia. Super rare. I guess if you play Despia or branded decks, this is a great way to be able to get your Aliburs in any rarity that you want them in. Next pack. Super Nimble Mega Hamster. This is certainly an Edison format card for sure. Rescue Cat, also in its alternate art. I like this one a lot. It's cute. It's a little bit more active sort of pose instead of being as static as it normally is. Primitive Planet Reichphobia. Ultimate Rare. I don't care too much for how Ultimate Rares look in the rarity collections, but that's just me. I've heard a lot of people say they really like them. Solemn Judgment. This card's been reprinted so many times. I mean, I guess it's never bad to have more copies of it, but it's quite an old card. Good for classic formats, though. Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon. Not too bad to see this getting a reprint. This is one of those cards that kind of will pick up a bit of a price tag as time goes on because it's like a Blue Eyes card. Blue Eyes cards are always in something of a demand, so Paw of Duality, nice. It's no prosperity, but it's nice. Boral End Dragon, Abomination's Prison, and Foolish Burial. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. So far, I feel like I haven't gotten a reprint that's really made me go like, yes, this is so cool, this is so awesome, I really needed this yet. But we will continue. The Phantom Knights of Breaksword, kind of an older Phantom Knights card, but it's used today in the deck still, so it's good. Skill Drain, super rare. Looks pretty clean. I like the kind of clean print quality of the supers here. They're easy to see. Mystical Space Typhoon, bit of a meme pick, but again, this is sort of useful for like an Edison format player. In modern Yu-Gi-Oh, this card just doesn't really get play. You'd rather play Cosmic Cyclone because so many spells and traps have graveyard effects. You might as well at least banish it. Coral Dragon. This was actually very recently reprinted in like, was it the 2-player starter deck or some set reprinted this like fairly recently. So I'm not really sure this is like super cool, but it's okay. Solemn Warning. Psyframe Lord Omega. This actually isn't too bad. I know Omega tends to pick up a bit of a price over time, so it's good if you're running the Psyframe Gamma for engine with driver. Then you might want to be able to make this in your extra deck. Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, actually a pretty big deal. This is getting reprinted. It's been a while. I think this card had a bit of a price tag, so not bad. And being able to get it in just a regular old secret rare looks pretty nice. I will admit, this is probably the first card that's got me like, kind of cool. Masquerade, the Blazing Dragon in this sort of platinum rarity. Masquerade is one of my favorite branded sort of cards, Despia cards. I always like it. It's not played as much today, but can still be really useful. And Peaceful Planet Calarium. Awesome. So that pack was a little bit more exciting. I feel like I saw a couple more cards of use, of note. Anti-Spell Fragrance. I suppose Konami didn't ban this one yet because they still got to sell this pack, you know. Crossout Designator. Arguably the biggest deal of a like spell reprint in this set, I think, if I'm not forgetting anything. This card did pick up a price, and it's actually pretty useful in the current format. As long as you're kind of playing at a time when a lot of people are using some of the same like hand traps or common cards, this can be useful to declare a card name, banish one of the declared card name, and if you do, negate its effects as well as the activated effects and effects on the field of cards with the same original name until the end of the turn. Really good card if you can use it well. D.D. Crow, number 60, Dagaris the Timeless. Hope Harbinger. Not bad. I always like Hope Harbinger. This feels really nice. Just the way the rarity feels is good. So, Silent Swordsman. I think Silent Swordsman and Silent Magician are both in this set, which you can technically play in the Yugi deck, the new like Yugi deck from Legacy of Destruction. Would you play them? Is a different story, but you could play them. Book of Eclipse, nice. D.D. Crow. Is that 2 D.D. Crows in this? Yeah, it's 2 D.D. Crows in the same pack, but in different rarities, so you get a secret rare D.D. Crow here. And Raikou Lightsworn Hunter, very Edison-esque, although maybe you could play this in a Lightsworn deck, though I think the modern Lightsworn deck would probably find a card like this a wee bit slow. Still, though, it works well in Super Nimble Mega Hamster if you're playing your old school Yu-Gi-Oh! Rarity Collection 2. Continues with Book of Moon, another old school card. Twin Twisters, a bit of a more dated approach to spell and trap removal. Garura Wings of Resonant Life. This was reprinted in the 10s last year, but it still had a smidge of a price tag, so It's nice seeing it to get printed here, and again, it feels really, really nice. This is the collector's rare. It's kind of hard to distinguish from the ultimate rare. You have to just look at the design on the borders a little bit, but I really like it. Chaos Hunter. Somebody actually pointed out this has a very similar artwork to Diabellstar, the Dark Witch, or the Black Witch. And it sort of does. It looks a lot like her. Yu-Gi-Oh! Tends to do that sometimes with its cards. Masquerade, Rescue Cat, this time ultra rare. Blue Eyes Jet Dragon, actually in secret rare, is really cool. This is the rarity it was printed in. So if you wanted just a secret rare but couldn't get that secret rare, well, you can get it potentially secret rare here. So, big deal. I also heard rumors that we're maybe getting a Blue Eyes structure deck later this year. At least it was announced in the OCG. We have yet to get confirmation of that in the TCG. But I think that would be really exciting because I like Blue Eyes, even if it's kind of beaten to death a little bit. Secret MST, cool. Abyss Dweller is actually not a bad one to have though. Never hurts to have a couple extra Abyss Dwellers in the extra deck if you got some level 4s. Tends to be good in those graveyard heavy metagames. Alright. Saravis, the Ancient and Ascended. This is actually pretty useful if you're playing Voiceless Voice and you wanted to have some shiny copies of Saravis. It was a harder card to find than it might look like. So this is good. You can get it in any number of rarities. This one's super rare. I wouldn't be using it. I'd probably try to find like a cool secret variant or something. Another Hope Harbinger. Magician's Souls. This is a big deal actually. This card had gotten quite the price tag on it, and it's useful in a lot of different decks. You can use it in an engine with Illusion of Chaos. And it's just useful for like spirals, and there's like one other deck that uses it a lot. I forget it right now. But yeah, Magician's Souls is a good one. I think this is a very worthwhile reprint and a good reason to want to seek out this set. Or maybe just buy it as a single. TG Hyper Librarian, kind of an old style card. Book of Eclipse, Pressured Planet Ratesoth, IP Masquerena, that's another really big one. So this is her alternate art motorcycle outfit artwork. Not in gold rare, so you can actually like kind of enjoy the card and it won't break on you like gold rares are known to do. I found out an interesting thing about IP Masquerena recently, which is that IP is both a play on like IP addresses, like, you know, a lot of the Cybers cards have those references, but also it's like the expression :P, and you can actually find similar expressions on her outfit. Like there's like the :3 on her, sort of on her hip, and also on the wheel of the truck, there's like colon with a bracket. This is not focusing. You can look up a picture of IP Masquerena. You'll be able to see. She's got references to a lot of like internet emoticons. Ooh, Quarter Century Secret Cosmic Cyclone. Looks nice. And Fantastical Dragon Phantasme, another one of those cards that kind of comes and goes in terms of its playability, but I think this is an alternate art version of it as well. So you can finally get that if you were so inclined. All right, I think we're about halfway through this. Feels like we're about halfway through this. This might be like pack number 8 or 9. Pressured Planet Ratesoth, Hyper Librarian, Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, Primeval Planet Pearl Rhino. This is for tier elements. Ooh, Pearly in Collector's Rare. So, okay, I do have a bit of a controversial, not a hot take on this, but I don't know that I like that cards like Pearly, which were originally like printed in Collector's Rare, like as kind of the chase rarity, are now just collectors again in here. It sort of maybe cheapens the original point of getting a Collector's Rare, but maybe that's overthinking it. I've heard different opinions on that. Number 38, Hope Harbinger, this time Ultra. Rescue Rabbit, just a secret rare Rescue Rabbit. Wow, it feels like I'm actually back in like 2011, 2012 when this card first came out. If anybody remembers Dino Rabbit format. Traptrix for Felicia, also originally printed as a secret, so that feels nostalgic. And another Magician's Souls, this time super rare. Awesome. Okay, so I think that's basically our halfway point. So Solemn, I think I'm gonna try to do the packs like this. Like this is how pack openers do it. Solemn Judgment, Exo Sisters Magnifica. This card actually missed out on the tins last year, so it's a good one. Bingo Machine, go to the polls. That's a funny tweet I saw once. Yeah, this is the Blue Eyes sort of search spell. It's nice. Let you get a Blue Eyes monster or a spell or trap that mentions Blue Eyes. It's a little random though. Solemn Strike, Emergency Teleport. Don't know if that really needed a reprint. Felicia. Oh, another Bingo Machine, go. This time in that Platinum rarity, I believe. Platinum secret rare. Looks nice. and a secret super nimble mega hamster. Awesome. Oh, and a Book of Eclipse. I think I left that out. That was at the end. Okay. I feel like we've basically seen everything at this point. Like, it actually makes me feel like maybe I wasted my money on a box. I don't know. Cosmic Cyclone. Another Omega, this time Super. Ultra Polymerization's nice. Don't complain about that. It's a small little rarity upgrade. Wouldn't mind having a high rarity poly. Another Garura. Fantastical Dragon Phantasme Ultra Rare. Oh. Ruxin Special. Blue Eyes Jet Dragon in Collector's Rare. Looks nice. Red Eyes Dark Dragoon in Quarter Century Secret. This looks a lot like the Starlight one that they did in that one Battles of Legend pack. That was a couple years back. Masquerade and Fusion Deployment. It's hard for me to open packs like that. I think that I'm not left-handed, but I think just the way I open packs does not compute, or is not, yeah. Okay, Mind Control, Emergency Teleport, Primeval, Planet Reichphobia, IP Masquerena. This time she's Ultimate Rare. Ghost Mourner and Moonlit Chill, actually a pretty in-demand hand trap right now. It's my first one that I've seen from this box, but yeah, this is a popular one. I think this is its alternate art as well, so cool, I like that. Skill Drain, Secret Rare Silent Magician, and Peaceful Planet, and Blue Eyes Alternative. Neato. Rarity Collection 2. So far, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not super impressed. I know that, you know, I'm a pretty firm advocate of like, try to buy the pack anyway, support the local card shop, see for yourself if, you know, you like it or not. I'm not saying buy a box like I did, maybe just buy like one pack. I have not been super pleased so far, mostly because I just think that an individual pack doesn't feel like it really gets you any guaranteed hitters. Dagaris, Polymerization, Skullmeister, it's a pretty big deal. Skullmeister's another one of those like niche hand traps that kind of comes up here and there. It's nice to get an ultra rare copy. Cosmic Cyclone, another Apollosa, this time Ultra. Enemy Controller. Skill Drain Secret Rare looks nice, certainly. Ooh, this is the Platinum, whatever it is, Rescue Cat. And Trap Tricks with Felicia. I gotta say the Rescue Cat looks nice. It's like, that's the best I can say about this set, really, is just that like, some of the cards look nice. So it's like, if these are cards you had and maybe wanted to get in another rarity, that's cool. But I feel like there's just not a hitter in here. Like, where's the, you know, like, the extra Imperms and Evenlies and Ash Blossoms. They're not here. The Triple Tactics, the Prosperities. MST, Prep, IP Masquerena again. Pearly Pretty Memory, Aluber. Ooh, Skullmeister. Ultimate Rare. Gold Sark, Apollosa, Secret Rare in her alternate art, looks cool. Another IP Masquerena. Fill out your extra decks with these things now before some of them get banned. I wouldn't be surprised to see Apollosa, or even maybe one day IP Masquerena banned. Who's to say? They're both very strong cards. Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, Rescue Rabbit. Okay, I gotta keep the camera focused here. I'm gonna move any other distracting elements out of the frame. Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit in the alternate rarity, or alternate art, not rarity. I guess these are alternate rarities. Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, Access Code Talker. Oh, okay. Forgot this guy was in here. This is our first one. This is a really good one to have. I will say this, and even the Ghost Ogre. Yeah, Access Code is great in a lot of extra decks for finishing people off. So it's a hitter. It's a bit of a hitter. Super Nimble Mega Hamster, Mind Control, Crystal Wing, Chaos Hunter. So there's like a few nice things. Oh, another access code, speak of the devil. Enemy Controller, Abyss Dweller, Abomination's Prison. Another Abyss Dweller in the same pack. Guardian Chimera, there's another one. That's another card that a lot of people kind of found. Its price tag was kind of getting up there and it's needed in a lot of decks. Branded, but also just if you're playing like the Chimera, the Flying Mythical Beast deck and stuff, it can make this card really easily. Anti-Spell Fragrance, Mind Control, and QCR. Bingo Machine, go. So far I would say Guardian Chimera is a pretty big deal. And like, IP Masquerade's nice. Apollosis, cool. And like Access Code Talker. These seem like the nice cards to have. Okay. Almost done with our Rarity Collection 2. So far, so alright. Droll and Lockbird's okay. It's another good hand trap. More niche one, but a good one. Silent Magician, Book of Moon, Exo Sisters Magnifica, Twin Twisters, Pearly, My Friend Pearly, I think this is the first one of that we've seen. First Unchained Soul of Rage. That's a nice one, I forgot that was in here. And Psychic and Punisher. Some decent extra deck monsters. So there's a couple of Unchained cards that maybe if you were trying to build a deck, you were struggling, you may not be struggling as much anymore. Abomination's Prison could be a little tricky to get your hands on. All right, Rescue Cat, another Droll, a Rescue Rabbit, Dagaris the Timeless, Droll and Lockbird, My Friend. Ooh, this is the alternate art, Droll and Lockbird, and in the Platinum Secret Rare. Really cool. This looks cool. I'd play this. Yeah, I'd definitely play that. Sol and Luna, and Forbidden Lance. I actually have no clue why Sol and Luna's in here. I don't. Do people use this card? It feels like this card feels like this came from like 10 years ago, but it only like released a couple years back. So, feels like an Edison format card. All right, final pack. Dee Crow, Rinbrum, Silent Magician. I thought we could maybe get that alternate art one that they made in the OCG of Silent Magician, but seems that we do not get to be so lucky. Trishula, another Silent Magician. Raiko, oh, QCR? Yeah, Dagaris the Timeless. Cyframe Lord Omega, and Primitive Planet Reichophobia. And that is our look at Rarity Collection 2. So, what do we think about it? Well, having spent my own money on this, Konami did not send this to me. I don't have to tell you guys to love it. I will say that it is probably not worth buying a box of. I'm just going to be honest about it. Keeping it a stack, I would not buy another box of this. I bought it to support my card shop and to make a video for you guys. I think that this is probably just a buy the singles and kind of, you know, keep your money. But that said, it wasn't an unpleasant opening experience, just a bit of a more middling one. Still some really nice cards that I'll be upgrading extra decks with, and some alternate arts and alternate rarities of cards I already have is neat. So I might use like the alternate arts of the Droll and the Ghost Ogre, stuff like that. But all in all, not my favorite set, not my least favorite set. It's okay. You guys can let me know down in the comments how you feel about it. If you're picking it up, if you're excited. I don't think it's like a bad set. In fact, there are some people where this is probably perfect for them. But I just might not be one of those people. Okay, that'll be it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Pass turn.